Hi everyone, I'm Jade Ullrich, a clinical dietitian here at KSB Hospital, and thank you so much for tuning in for this nutrition presentation on all about grains. So what are grains? Foods made from wheat, rice, oats, cornmeal, barley, or another cereal grain are grain products. Bread, pasta, breakfast cereals, grits, and tortillas are examples of grain products. And grains are classified into two groups, whole grains and refined grains. Whole grains include grains like wheat, corn, rice, oats, barley, quinoa, sorghum, spelt, and rye. That is when they are eaten in their whole form. And this also includes popcorn. All grains start off as a whole grain, and when growing in the fields, whole grains are the entire seed of a plant. This seed, or also called kernel, is made up of three edible parts: the bran, the germ, and the endosperm. These are protected by an inedible husk. The bran is a multi-layered outer skin which contains antioxidants, B vitamins, and fiber. The germ is the embryo which contains many B vitamins, some protein, minerals, and healthy fats. The endosperm is the germ's food supply, which provides essential energy to the plant. It is the largest portion of the kernel, and it contains starchy carbohydrates, proteins, and small amounts of vitamins and minerals. Examples of whole grains include whole wheat flour, whole wheat bread, whole wheat pasta, bulgur or cracked wheat, oatmeal, brown rice, quinoa, and popcorn. Refined grains are grains that have been milled, which is a process that removes the bran and germ. This is done to give the grain a finer texture and improve their shelf life. This process also removes dietary fiber, some protein, iron, and many B vitamins. Some examples of refined grains include white flour, such as all-purpose flour, white bread, white pasta, white rice, and corn grits. So whole grains have a lot of health benefits. Many people know that fruits and vegetables contain disease-fighting phytochemicals and antioxidants, but many don't know that whole grains are often an even better source of these key nutrients. Whole grains have some antioxidants not found in fruits and vegetables, as well as B vitamins, vitamin E, magnesium, iron, and fiber. Whole grains contain all three parts of the kernel, whereas refined grains, such as those found in white bread, the bran and germ have been removed, leaving only the endosperm. So without the bran and germ, about 25% of a grain's protein is lost, and at least 17 key nutrients are greatly reduced. When refined grains are enriched, some of the vitamins and minerals are added back, such as certain B vitamins and iron, but fiber and protein are not added back. Whole grains provide more fiber, more protein, and many important vitamins and minerals. Whole grains can also reduce the risk of heart disease, stroke, cancer, diabetes, and obesity. People who regularly eat whole grains have a lower risk of many chronic diseases. Replacing refined grains with whole grains can significantly improve A1C for those with diabetes, as well as improve cholesterol. Whole grains also support healthy digestion and may help with weight management. So here are some tips for including whole grains in your diet. According to My Plate and the Dietary Guidelines for Americans, it's important to aim to make half of your grains whole grains. For most adult women, this would mean choosing at least 3 to 4 servings of whole grains per day. And for most adult men, this would mean choosing at least 3 to 5 servings of whole grains per day. An easy way to find whole grains is to look for the whole grain stamp, which I will show you on the next slide. Here's an example of 100% whole wheat bread that I get from Aldi. And you can see on the back of the bread that it has the whole grain stamp. And you can also see a close-up of the stamp here on the left. Also on the front of the bread, it shows that it contains 29 grams of whole grains per serving. So lastly, try these simple swaps to include more whole grains in your diet. Try swapping sandwich bread from white bread to 100% whole wheat bread. Swap sugary cereal to whole grain cereal or oatmeal. Swap white pasta or white rice for whole wheat pasta or brown rice. Try new grains such as quinoa, amaranth, or millet. Also, if you enjoy homemade pizza night, try creating individual pizzas on whole wheat English muffins or tortillas, or make a traditional pizza using a pre-made whole wheat flour pizza dough. So thank you for joining me for this nutrition presentation on grains. I hope you learned a little more about what grains are, the difference between whole grains and refined grains, and why it's important to choose mostly whole grains. I also have included Examples of several ways to swap refined grains for whole grains. Thank you and have a good night.